Okay. Now we're going to take a look at the Jewish lunar solar, but now look at this calculated lunar solar calendar. Okay, this one is a calculated one. Now what happened is Hillel was overseeing that the Bible calendar got worked into Romanism. They got so much persecution that they had to finally give in. Well, they didn't have to, he chose to. And they gave in and gave up God's holy calendar and have a knockoff. This is what you would have whenever you go to the store to buy something real, and you just can't have the money to get it, and so you get a knockoff. And that's exactly what happened with these people. If you notice, here we once again have the Roman Gregorian calendar, but then you have what should be the Bible calendar worked in it. Well, now there's some issues. He made Saturday the 7th day, which sure is on the Gregorian calendar, but there's a problem. Sabbath does not always fall on Saturday. Matter of fact, just very few random times in the year cycle on a Gregorian calendar does the Lord's true Sabbath day fall on a Saturday. Same thing for Sunday. It very randomly falls on it. It most of the time falls during the week because there's 5 days in the week and you only got 2 days for what we call a weekend. The problem with that is let's say that for a moment, I'm sorry, for anyone that keeps Sunday, you're just out of the luck, okay? Because Sunday's not the Sabbath day. You just get over it. For those that, and there's no command in the Bible to keep Sunday. You have to go to your Roman Catholic catechism with your buddies. But now Saturday has some issues. On Saturday, let's say that it's a new month day, that the moon cycle would fall on a Saturday. Now the Bible states that you have new month day, Sabbath day, and a work day. So a new month day couldn't be a Sabbath day too. So that would, like in 1998 for example, I saw a month in 1998 on the calendar. That couldn't match up because you would either have to pick new month day or Sabbath. You can't have this, ain't buy one get one free. You can't have it both ways. Another thing is he set rules that you could postpone or back up the feast days and stuff. You don't never have to do that on the true Bible calendar. Only in the Roman calendar do you have to work that around. And here's a hint. The reason that Passover has to be where you work sometimes is because Easter has to get predominance, because Roman Catholicism must always come out at the head, and they want their Easter. And so what you end up with is you have the Lord's holy calendar, but a counterfeit. It looks good, but it is nowhere near the Lord's true calendar. What happened is he calculated, like I know that there's either 29 days in a month or 30, because I watched for the Lord to renew his sign in the sky. The faithful witnesses, the psalmist David said, in the sky I wait to see whenever it resets. Well, he calculated it in. So what you end up with is you've got part of one month crammed in here, the month of March, and then you're going to have part of another month crammed into would be April. Now, and like I said, I know that it floats, the true Bible calendar floats through, and that's correct, but every Saturday is always Sabbath on the Jewish calendar. And like I said, that's not right. Because whenever you follow the new moon, right here it says that the new month day was supposed to be the 16th. Well, on that same on the Islamic calendar for the same area, says that the 17th day was a new month day. See, that you cannot go off these things. You have to follow the Lord's witness in the sky and then start your mathematics. And you'll find that once you get started, you can follow along and you can count ahead for at least a year's time. But then after that, you've got to be patient and wait for the Lord to show us when to start a new month. But because of persecution, the Jews laid this aside, and you can research this, and very simply, right here is a Jewish book of knowledge. There's the minority on the front. I got this for $1. at a bookstore. They're out there, their own Jewish encyclopedias and stuff plainly tell that their calendar used to be kept just like people are starting to re-keep it now, and part of Israel's starting to re-keep it the right way now, and bless their hearts, and they're honoring their father the right way. And but then it goes on to explain that it become to be calculated, and that the Kodesh was always the way that you would start the count of a month, but later on it got to be calculated because of persecution, and it was laid aside. It's really sad, because I mean, I would not even confess to this if I was guilty of this. I mean, why lay aside God's principles and then gloat about it in a book? But there it is. I mean, you know, Roman Catholicism's proud to claim that Sunday's their holy day. The Jewish nation laid aside their Sabbath day, and you know, they tell all about it in a book there. That, you know, thrown away for $1, and there it is. So much truth. And I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You research this out. Google Jewish calendar. Read a little bit about it. I don't want you to take my word for it. You need to check all this out point by point. And next, we're going to go to what is about to come down the pipes called the world calendar. It's a modification of the Gregorian calendar. It's about to hit the whole world. And we'll get that next.